Bone. Bone. I'm good. I'm ready. We went out last night, and so dusting off the cobwebs a little bit this morning. There we go. All right. So I'm ready to get started with some Esperanto. This is just, I didn't need to be on that page. I don't know what I want to do today. Oh, you had the super long comment? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I really, I appreciate how much time you put into that. That was a lot of work. I had to go through and I was like, okay, I can't deal with this comment until I actually have my laptop out. I needed to make space for my brain to process everything. Okay, so I think today we're going to get, we've spent a lot of time in this checkpoint, especially here in the possessives and the accusative, because I've gone back and forth so much on trying to learn that in the plural. But I think, honestly, I'm only going to get better if I use it, right? It's all practice. So, or the best use is practice. So I think we'll just continue on, and we'll go through, we'll start with colors today since I'm already, well, you know what? We'll just go straight to food. We'll just start with food today and work our way down this checkpoint, so I'm excited to do it. Food is like my favorite. I have a 1-year-old now, and before I did that, I was in culinary school. So I'll be excited to learn all of these words. Now that I know, we'll click the light bulb first and actually read about it. So can you see everything on this page? I need to bring that over a little bit. There we go. So you're going to deal with infinitives. We talked about these a little bit at the end of the last stream, about changing the end here to an I, and it's all coming back to me now. You gotta resist breaking into a song and dance with that. Is that Celine Dion who sings that? Okay, so in English, the word to is not used after the words can and must. So, well, we'll see how that comes around. Yeah, because I wouldn't say something must to do something, but it's also not on here, so we'll see. Neck is neither or nor, so, and there this, does it always read one or the other? Or could you be, yeah, you couldn't say nor the cheese, neither. Well, I guess you could. Either way, it's the same thing. This is all, we went over this a little bit, so I'm trying to remember it as we go. I need to spend more time during the week doing it, and I always chastise myself for it because it comes around on Sunday, and I should have been following along, and I didn't. And it was wrong of me. Get over here. Go away. Oh, sweet Lord. All right, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Matin. Tagmango? Manjo? Manyo? Manjo? Ooh, I gotta get back in the pronunciation. Kun, kune. We have pliol. We talked about this yesterday. I think this is gonna be a fun one. Or not yesterday. We talked about this last week. Manjo. Thank you. We talked about pliol being, we were talking about this, I think, specifically. He cooks better than I do is pli, and then the adjective, and then ol. So you're going to use pliol as brackets, essentially, around it. Keel, as, okay. So we eat strawberries. Keel, dessert, as dessert. And then we went over this one. This one was a hot debate too. Pro and that would be what, char. because they're not interchangeable. One of them is because, and one of them is because of. And this is this was hard to go into in the last like 10 minutes of the last stream, because this was a hard concept, and it's well, it is a hard concept. And so I want to see how that comes into play, actually using it, because right now I know they're calling it out because it's specifically not interchangeable, but to me it still seems like it is. So I want to use it more and see how that goes.
Mi tre ŝatas tomatan supon.
Mi tre ŝatas tomatan supon.
Mi tre ŝatas tomatan supon.
That is, I like, that's very. So I really like tomato soup. Or I like tomato soup very much. Can you see that on the bottom? Yeah.
Kiu kuiras la manĝon?
Cuiras?
Kiu kuiras la manĝon?
Kiu cuiras la manjon?
Kiu kuiras la manĝon?
Manjon. That was, is that cooks? Are you? Who is cooking? The meal? Not a meal, right? Yeah. Mi povas
Mi provas manĝi rapide.
Mi provas manĝi rapide. Mi provas manĝi rapide.
Mi provas manĝi rapide.
I'm trying to eat quickly. I have to be careful not to make typos, because I've gotten a bunch of them wrong before just from typos. All the typos. Ili provas kuiri viandan? Viandan? They are trying to cook meat, right? Or they tried to cook meat, says, would also have been acceptable.
Esperantistoj aĉetas manĝojn.
Woo!
Esperantistoj aĉetas manĝojn.
Esperantistoj aĉetas
Esperantistoj aĉetas manĝojn.
manjoin. I don't know why I can't get the eat or meal down today. That's been a pretty common phrase. And we've seen it before. It just seems oddly difficult today. Maybe I need to turn up my headphones. And turn this down. There we go.
Esperantistoj aĉetas manĝojn.
Esperantistoj aĉetas manĝojn. Esperantists, or Esperanto speakers, buy meals. We do eat out a lot, don't we? Do you think that's because Esperantists tend to be more interested in culture, and so they eat at a lot of different ethnic restaurants? Or is it because they're too busy chatting online to cook? I like tomatoes. La tomato estas ruja kaj bongusta. The tomato that's red, right? Red. And delicious? Yes. Or tasty. I'm gonna put tasty. I like that. Nobody ever says something's red and tasty. Sofia provas kuriri tomatan supon kun viando. Bona gusta, good and tasty. Oh, I didn't even think of it having the root word for good in there. I didn't think about it dropping the E, but that makes sense. So many of these words are just are breakdowns, right? If you it's like you can what is it German that you can kind of you can almost just make words up? Well, not make words up, but out of in the language you can like combine things pretty liberally. Sophia is trying to cook tomato soup with meat. I recommend she use bacon. I don't always say bacon, but bacon and pancetta in tomato soup is pretty delicious. Add some arugula. So Esperanto is the same. It's fluid enough that, or forgiving enough that you can just kind of make words up. So there are going to be words that already exist. Like, you know, bangusta is going to be common enough that everybody uses it, right? But I'm not. So I feel like that's good because then I don't look like an idiot if I'm just like trying to combine two words, and that's good if you don't know the word for something. Like my grandma was trying to remember the word for lizard, and bless her heart, she just couldn't remember it, and so she was like it's a scorpion without a tail. But like if you're or without a curly tail, which isn't a good descriptor, but if you're trying to think of the word, if you can kind of just combine other stuff, that kind of helps too.
La manĝo estas viando kun tomatoj.
La manĝo estas viando kun tomatoj.
La manĝo estas viando kun tomatoj.
Tomatoj. The meal is meat and tomato. Oh, see, if it's just meat and tomato, it could be anything. Ah, with tomatoes. Kun. Not kai. Kiel ŝi manĝas?
Kiel ŝi manĝas?
Kiel.
Kiel ŝi manĝas?
That is... How is she eating? How does she eat? How is she eating? I wonder if that would mean, like, I guess that could mean physically, like, how is she physically able to eat? Like, maybe if she had a disability, or how does she eat if she's sick? Like, how much in quantity, or what quality, maybe? The meal, estas, is mi viando, meat with, this is what got me last time, kun is with tomatoes. All right. No Duolingo Plus yet. Someday. I feel like my, I don't have the little pings coming off on here. So more like how can she physically eat? How much would be, oh, I can't remember how much.
Estas legomoj en la restoracio.
I want to say multe. And I'm like, no, that's not much. It's just the association. Kion, thank you. Estas
legomoj en la restoracio.
Estas legomoj en la restauracio?
Estas legomoj en la restoracio.
Restauratio. Ooh. There are vegetables in the restaurant? Or the vegetables are in the... So it was there are. I was more correct, and then I doubted myself. True tomato. Estas fruco o legomo? Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? Okay, well that went well. Nur?
Nur mi povas fari tion.
Nur mi povas fari tion?
Nur mi povas fari tion.
That's doing or making, right? So only I am trying to make this. That. Oh, povas, not provas. That R makes a big difference in that sentence, doesn't it? It got me. Pico. La pico estas bon gusta. The pizza is delicious. Or tasty. Word for fruit. Fructo. Oh. My phone's going off. I'm trying to turn this vibrate off so it's not vibrating the desk. Fructo. Mi povas iri.
Mi povas
Pizzo.
iri.
Oh, I said pico, didn't I? Like pico de gallo. Pizzo.
Mi povas iri.
I can go. Mi povas iri. Ĉu vi volas manĝi la pizzon? Pizzon? Yeah. Jesus. Do you want to eat pizza? Do you want to eat the pizza? Okay, well, we'll disagree about that. Mi iras kun mia avo al malgranda cafejo. Cafeyo. Cafeyo. I always want it to be ho. So this is I am going with my grandfather, avo, to a small small cafe. Of course, I write small in caps. Or to a little cafe. Adamo ŝatas manĝi viandon kun verdaj legomoj. Adam likes to eat meat with green vegetables. Ah. We're gonna be excited about that. we'll make it exclamatory. We can't go to the restaurants, so we need to do ni povas. It's not this one. This is we do not go to the restaurant.
Estas legomoj en la restoracio. Estas legomoj en la restoracio.
This is there are vegetables in the restaurant.
Nur mi povas fari tion.
So this is only only I can do that. And tu vi volas mangi la pizzon? Do you want to... The pizza. That's what got me last time, right? The pizza. I don't know why I made that noise instead of it. There we go. Let's do the rest of food here. Ooh, sandwich. This would be sandwicho, right? C with the thing. Oh, what is that called? A dip something? Sandwicho?
La restoracio vendas nur vegetarajn sandviĉojn.
La restauratio vendas is selling. So vendas, like a vendor. That would be the opposite of buying, achetas. So the restaurant sells only as this vegetarian, right? We did vegetable already. So vegetarian sandwiches.
La restoracio vendas nur vegetarajn sandviĉojn.
Vegetarian sandwichojn.
La restoracio vendas nur vegetarajn sandviĉojn.
Sandwichojn. Sells only vegetarian sandwiches. They would do very well here in Seattle. Mi provas tranchi? Cutting, to cut, tranchi. All right. How can I remember that? I automatically want to think like trenches, which isn't too bad. That at least connotates like a gouge or a divide. So this person is trying to cut black bread. Or I am trying, not this person. Trying to cut the black bread. So that's going to continue to get me. It's always the versus a. Especially I feel like as I get more into, the farther I get into it, the less focused I am on what those little details, right? Because now I'm trying to like understand the whole concept together instead of just, you know. Hey there, how are you? You make the mistake in Duo too. I think we were talking about in a previous stream that it becomes one of those things where native speakers aren't going to give you they're not going to give you a lot of crap about it because they still know what you're trying to get across. So, mi ŝatas kafon, pli ol vinon. Vinon?
Mi ŝatas kafon pli ol vinon.
Mi ŝatas kafon pli ol vinon.
Mi ŝatas kafon pli ol vinon.
I like coffee. I like coffee. I like coffee more than pli ol wine. Excuse me. Do I stream every 2 weeks? I try to stream weekly. It's just been this past month was bad. We had company for Thanksgiving, and that got the baby sick, and then the week after we were fine, and then the week after I was sick, and it just went back and forth for a little bit. But now I think everybody in the house is finally over it. A lot of people packed in my house. Too many people. I am trying, or I try to sell fruits and vegetables. I'm really surprised to see that the word vegetables is not more similar. Is not similar to, yeah, well, is not closer to the word for vegetarian.
Ĉu tio estas vegetara restoracio?
Speaking of, ĉu tio estas vegetara restauracio?
Ĉu tio estas vegetara restoracio?
Vegetara. Ooh.
Ĉu tio estas vegetara restoracio?
Jesus. Vegetara restauratio. So is this restaurant, or is that restaurant vegetarian? Or is that a restaurant? Is that a vegetarian restaurant? Legume, that makes sense. I should have seen that in the word. In the sandwich, there is meat. Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetaran pizzon?
Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetaran pizzon?
Vegetaran. I want to say vegetarian. It's vegetaran.
Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetaran pizzon?
Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetaran pizzon? Do you want to eat? Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetarian pizza? But this time it's not the vegetarian pizza, so vegetarian.
Ĉu vi volas manĝi vegetaran?
Vegetarian. Okay. Do you have a sandwich? This chapter is just rife for Team Fortress jokes. Oh, the sandwiches.
Li faras sandviĉojn, tranĉas ilin kaj vendas ilin.
He makes sandwiches, cuts them, and sells them. I'd also like to point out that they're all about the Oxford commas, and I am also about the Oxford commas. I want provas, right? Or trying. Provas is trying, povas is can. To cut the black bread, right? Blah, so the close on this one. Ni manĝas oranĝon kiel deserton. Ni manĝas oranĝojn. Ooh. We eat oranges. Kiel here is as, right? As dessert. Strawberry, frago. Every time sometimes I watch Fraggle Rock with my son, and I always think of Fragos, like little strawberry Muppets. Mi ŝatas fruktojn pli ol fromaĝojn? No.
Mi ŝatas fruktojn pli ol fromaĝon.
Fromaĝon. Mi ŝatas fruktojn pli ol fromaĝon.
Mi ŝatas fruktojn pli ol fromaĝon.
I like fruit more than cheese? Lies. Actually, I don't know. They're a good pairing. Mi matenmanĝas?
Mi matenmanĝas kun ili.
Mi matenmanĝas kun ili. I eat breakfast with them. Ili volas havi restauracion pli ol kafeon. They want, is that to have? A restaurant pli ol more than kafeon, more than a cafe. Now you want cheese? I always want cheese. I think cheese is like way higher than bacon on the food scale. Is that a carrot? Caroton? Do you have a carrot? I do not. My mise en place is sorely lacking. I don't understand people's obsession with bacon either. Like, I like it. I like pork belly. I love pork belly. But even then, like, I don't want it all the time. And I hate the videos of where people just do, like, they add, like, cheese and a bacon and then, like, something ridiculous and then a bunch of candy and then they just, like, destroy it and throw it away. And, it makes me so mad. I'm like, that's just going to sit in a landfill forever. That was a waste of money and resources. People who labored over that. While we're in the food subject here. I don't want to eat breakfast with them. Do they hog all the bear claws?
Mi manĝas la manĝon kun fromaĝo.
Mi manĝas la manĝon kun fromaĝo?
Mi manĝas la manĝon kun fromaĝo.
Fromaĝo. Mi manĝa... No. Pull it together. Come on, Brewhilda. I eat the meal. Right? Meal? With cheese. More cheese. Duolingo is also very pro-cheese. Frago estas fructo. Strawberry is a fruit. Or a strawberry is a fruit. Do you think it's easier for you to remember vocabulary word just because of is it because of pronunciation or is it just because it's more similar to your native language? She wants to buy many carrots or a lot of carrots. Learn Portuguese someday, maybe next. I think after Esperanto, I'm not sure what I wanted to do. I thought about Klingon. Yeah, all Slavic languages are the same pronunciation. Yeah. Makes it easier, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Ni tagmanĝas kune kun niaj gepatroj.
Ni tagmanĝas kune kun niaj?
Ni tagmanĝas kune kun niaj gepatroj.
Niag. Geopatroi. We are eating lunch with our parents. Niai. All right. kuniai gepatroi.
Ni tagmanĝas kune kun niaj gepatroj.
Yeah, niai. Thank you. Dankon pro. Okay, so pro on account of, because of, due to, not the same as char. So we'll get to use that here. So thanks for the follow, Moose. Sir Moose. Can't forget the honorific titles, right? So Duncan, thank you because of the delicious dinner. Now, could I say thank you for the delicious dinner here, or is it going to tell me no? Sometimes somebody was on here talking about defensive Duolingo, and it's like sometimes you just have to do, like, it's a computer program, right? So like sometimes you just have to do what it wants you to do, even if it could make sense a better way.
Sen apetito ŝi ne volas iri al la restoracio.
Sen appetito. Ŝi ne volas iri a la restoracio. What is sen? Maybe it's because we don't have poor yet. They haven't taught it to us yet. They might be trying to just force examples. Without an appetite, she does not want to go to the restaurant. Ah! She does not want to go to the... You didn't think it was a good sentence? I think it's a difficult sentence on account of poor or pro rather, because the way that it was written out, it sounded like it was saying thank you. Because the dinner couldn't speak, I was saying thank you on behalf of the dinner. Not so much I was saying thank you for a good dinner. Jen, voila, here's lunch. Ta-da! It's a sandwich. Sandwicho. Yen. Oh, I mess that up every time. And I know I'm doing it because it's a name. And since names don't change, I'm like just rolling over it. But it should absolutely be yen, and I should know that after all of my time in after all my time in Japan. I should remember that easier. Li havas bonan apetiton. Apetiton?
Li havas bonan apetiton.
Bonan appetiton. Li havas bonan appetiton. He has a good appetite. Ĉu ili vespermanĝas kune?
Ĉu ili vespermanĝas kune?
This is like, right? Oh, no. Together. So are they having dinner together? Saluton, San Esprulo. Ah, bone. Kai vi? He eats carrots with matin menjon? Lunch, right? Breakfast. There we go. Lunch. And dinner. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this right now. So matin manjon, tag manjon, tag manjon, kai vesper manjon, vesper. Oh, as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not with, which would have been what, kun? Because of the cold weather, so that's pro, right? Because of on account of pro la vatero malvarma or malvarma vatero mi violas or mi volas soup. That's chocolate soup. Here we go, hot soup. Though I mean, honestly, it could just say warm soup. I don't want a sand. I'm like all bouncy and excited. I can't stop moving in my chair. Okay. I don't want a sandwich because I don't have an appetite. Mi ni volas sandwichon. Sandwichon. Char. Okay, so this is because char. I don't have an appetite. But I mean, okay, so now that I have a couple of you experts in here, why wouldn't I say I don't want a sandwich on account of my lack of appetite? Isn't that kind of the same thing? Because if I say I don't want a sandwich because I don't have an appetite, or on account of, would I use pro if I was saying I don't want a sandwich on account of my poor appetite rather than because I don't have an appetite? I don't want a sandwich because I don't have an appetite. Okay, mina vola sandwichon, char mina havas appetiton. You can say I don't want a sandwich on account of a lack of appetite. Yeah. So you can change the word around to say it. I guess I'm trying to figure out how I would have to. I guess if I use it wrong, somebody will just correct me and it'll be okay. It's not really the end of the world, eh? Yeah, char is because and pro is because of, but I feel like in English they're nearly interchangeable. I think because it's implied a lot of the time. It's like if it's just because of or because. Are they having lunch? Chu ili manjas? Li manjas caritoin kiel maten manjon, tag manjon, kai vesper manjon. He eats carrots as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ooh, look at that. Champion! Still don't know why I don't have Duolingo sounds. Bizarre. Well, I do when I click it, but I don't otherwise. I think it's because I have another tab open with sound. Okay, so food. Let's move on to countries. Oh, no, not countries. This is always the worst for me. Anytime there's something that's a noun, like a name or a country or a language, like I instantly want to roll over it and just like say it in English or just butcher the language completely, trying to make it like some algorithm of both. So, can you guys see all this? Yeah. So let's look at tips and notes for country names. Esperanto has a two-part system for naming countries. So let's see. The division of the world into the Old World and the New World. Old World countries took their names from people who lived there. New World countries consisted mainly of immigrants, United States, and their descendants, so inhabitants were named after the countries they lived in. Very interesting. So Old World countries, mainly Europe and Asia, Esperanto root forms give the name of the inhabitant and the name of the country formed from it. For New World countries like America, Africa, Oceania, Esperanto root form gives the name of the country. Okay, let's see some examples here. I think, what's some Star Wars thing, the New World, the Old World? I instantly looked at, like, I wanted to look around because I have, like, most of this room is Star Wars stuff. And so I was like, how can you see that? The camera's pointing the other way. Okay, so like this one, Brazilians live in Brazil. So, but we see Brazil in there. Canadians, we see Canada, Canada. Makes sense. Group 2. I mean, Italy, Germany. Okay, so here we go. Many people prefer the ending IO for group 2 name, or IO for group 2 names. So, shouldn't that say JO? Because these are all JOs, not IOs. UJ or O. Oh, here we go. They're down here. So I was trying to refer it to the examples above instead of below. So many people prefer IO like this for group 2 names rather than this. But why? Originally the names used to be UJO, so Britain, France, but now there's a shift to IO. So is it that the languages have evolved, or is it like if I want to talk about old world Britain, like conquering Britain, I would use UJO, and then if I want to talk about like more modern Britain, I would use IO? Or is it just like, is this something that is just like traditionalists don't want the language to evolve, and they're saying that they don't want the language to evolve, and they're saying you should just stick with the UJO. Like, what was the point in the IOs popping up anyways? Was it just to drop a letter, or does it make it subscribe to a different Esperanto rule? UJ is a suffix for containers. Okay, so when you're looking at UJO, you're saying like country that contains the people that are contained in that country. That's awesome. So that makes sense. So it was weird to say Britain as a container for British people. I can see that because people are traveling, and like it's not really it's not the same as like a shipping container, right? Or like a Tupperware. But I mean it is. It's your borders, right? You're within confines, you're within borders, so also fruit-bearing tree, huh? IO and UJO are absolutely equal, and there's no issue. So, but in the case of defensive Duolingo, we're going to use what? So it says this is how we teach country names, but it doesn't say which one you're going to use. I don't mean that like a container for people, but I mean like it contains them within borders, not necessarily within like physical. Well, I guess sometimes within physical boundaries. If you look at countries with walls, yeah. I mean, historically, it makes sense as like a historical background to it. even if it's not like quite a literal one. Okay, Americas, usono, or is it usono or usono? I think it would be usono, right? Refers to the USA. I don't have a pronunciation on here for U's. While Americo refers to the American continent. So, North American or South American? So, usono, not usono. The latter pronunciation would be with a J. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Usono. Okay. So usono refers to the USA, while Americo refers to the entire American continent. So usonano? Usanana. It's like trying to say banana. Ananananananaso. Well, I guess that's pineapple, isn't it? Yeah, that's pineapple. Oops. So Usonano is a U.S. citizen, while Americano is someone from North Central or South America. So they're really, when they're talking to Americo, it's just like this entire landmass, like Iceland, Canada, Alaska, all the way down to Argentina. So would you say, would you just I guess you would just put an adjective there and say America North, or I guess you could say the United States of, well, if I didn't want to say the United States of America, if I just wanted to refer to North America, though, I imagine I would just throw North in front of it or behind it. Nord America. I kept thinking Nocto and for North, and I'm like, no, that's not, it's not at all correct. More accented letters. Okay, following table shows the rest of the accented letters, which are also called letters with hats. Chapelitai? Letteroi? I guess I don't really need to know that. That's not super important. Don't take up my brain space with it. You guys and all your funny different hats. It's one of your favorite words. It's a hell of a word, man. The behatted letters. It sounds like the Mad Hatter letters. Okay, so H, right? Do I have that on my... Ooh, I don't have. These are all ones I don't have on my pronunciation guide down here. So, well, I do have the J. I don't have the H. So an H with a hat on it, which is called what? It's called like a dip. Oh, I cannot remember that word today. So that's a CH. So the H with the hat above it is the same as the C with the hat above it. They both make the CH noise, yeah? Diacritic, thank you. J is like... Je, right? Almost like a JH. The hell is a velar fricative? And now you're just making up words that I know that means nothing in Esperanto or English. H is like a K, but you say it like, oh, so you're like dragging it out, like, so they're saying like lock instead of like like church, right? So And then C. By snoring. It wasn't a snort. It was a. Makes me feel like I'm like a scared cat. Yeah, try to snort. All right. I'll just lock the Loch Ness monster. Okay, well if it's rare, then I don't have to worry about it anyway. Screw it. On to countries. Key.
Kie estas via lando? Kie estas via lando?
Kia.
Kie estas via lando?
Kia estas violando. Where is your country? Where's your land? I guess that would also be like, what country are you from, kind of. What? What do you mean no links? Hold on. I told Nightbot to leave and not come back. And it did not listen to me. There we go. That should all be disabled now. Sorry about that. Now you should be able to post them. There's no way to undelete those. Yeah, it doesn't even show that any of them have been blocked. Bizarre. I'm gonna use you as a guinea pig. Bizarre. Ah! Opened up my Twitch settings and I started listening to myself on accident. There we go. I guess I had it in my actual Twitch settings. Now it should be fine. Where's your country? Mi ŝatas Europajn?
Mi ŝatas eŭropajn landojn.
Europajn.
Mi ŝatas eŭropajn landojn.
Europajn. So EO, or I'm sorry, EU. Europajn
Mi
landojn.
ŝatas eŭropajn landojn.
I like European countries. I've never been to Europe. Spent a lot of time in Asia, not Europe. It just seems like an A. There's A.
Francio estas lando en Eŭropo.
Like, if this was AROPO, I would say Europo.
Francio estas lando en Eŭropo.
So France is a country in Europe. After every vowel? Is it? Oh. Europo is definitely a favorite word. Yeah, I agree. Francio kai Italai? Italio?
Francio kaj Italio estas
Italio.
tre belaj landoj.
Francio kai Italio.
Francio kaj Italio estas tre
Italio.
belaj landoj.
Estas tre belaj landoj. France and Italy are very... That's pretty, right? treat it as a W. Oh, that also makes sense.
Italoj manĝas bone.
Italoj manĝas bone. So this is Italians eat well.
Francoj multe ŝatas kafon.
Francoj multaj ŝatas kafon. France likes the French. Now, so the French people or the Frenchmen? All right, I'll do it. Frenchmen really like cafes. Oh no, coffee. That was on me. I did that. My father is French. The Frenchman lives in France, not Europe. La Franco loĝas en Francio en Eŭropo. I mean, they got to get their coffee from somewhere, right? Where do Italians live? Qui loĝas la Italoj? French people like coffee a lot. Francoj multaj ŝatas kafon. Wait, EU, OU, and II make no difference? In what? This is pizza. Pizzas! Pizzas are good. Oh. So Italy has good pizza. Frenchmen like coffee a lot. And where do you guys stand on the a lot being one word or two? Yeah, they would be pronounced differently without the hat, right? Ĉu vi loĝas en Japanio? Aŭ ĉu vi visitas? Z's in Esperanto, are they going to be pronounced more like a Z or more like an S? Like, is this like visitas or is this like visitas? Like more like pizza? Not the Esperanto version of pizza, the English version of pizza. Oh, IU is a word that I haven't seen yet, so I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Do you live in Japan, or are you visiting the country? Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, I'm reading what you're saying. I'm like, just sticking my tongue out while I do it. I'm like, that's how, like, anytime I'm concentrating on something and I'm not paying attention, I'm always sticking my tongue out. I'm like,
La germano venas el Germanio.
La germano venas al Germanio.
La germano venas el Germanio.
Germanio. I kind of like Germanio. I think that's a fun word. The German people come from Germany. Okay, Germans come from Germany. Oh, German. There is no J at the end of that. She voyages. She travels to Britain. Britio. Cashiai Geopatroi Lojas. Oh, my Lanza. She she travels to Britain. What the hell? Oh. Where her parents live. Jesus. La congreso estas en Europa. Congreso.
La congreso estas en Eŭropo.
I've thought about going to the Congress a couple of times. The Esperanto Congress. Mi ŝatas
Mi ŝatas vojaĝi.
voyagi. I travel. I like traveling. Or I like to travel. Germanoj ŝatas manĝi fragojn. Germans like to eat fruit. Whoa. Strawberries. That's strawberries, yeah? Yeah. Do they like to eat strawberries? Do I have any Germans in here? I feel like that's a hasty generalization. What does ulo mean? ULO? I want to visit you in France. And bonan so this is like bon voyage, right?
Bonan vojaĝon.
Bonan voyageon. Good travels, safe travels, good trip, safe journey. I feel like that's so many connotations. Ulo is person. More informal than homo. So would homo is more like when you're talking about like people on a more formal level, whereas ulo would be like if you're talking about people that you're close to, or if you're just like speaking or is it more like if you're speaking informally with friends? Like Esperanto doesn't necessarily have a formal counterpart like Japan or Spanish or something where it's like a more respected version of the language. It doesn't have that, right? Dude. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's like guy, or like person as in like hey you kind of thing.
La vojaĝo estas longa.
La voyaggio estas longa. The trip is long. Italoj, right? Italoj.
Italoj vizitas la Eŭropan kongreson.
So this is a Z, like ZZ, not like ZZ, not like ZZ Top, not like an S. So it's not visitas, it's visitas. Oh my god, I didn't even. That's hilarious. You are San Esperulo, dude. That's hilarious. That actually, I'm a big fan of that because I'm from Southern California, so dude is in my like everyday language. Like this lamp is a dude, and you guys are all dudes, and this coffee refill is a dude, and like my phone is a dude, and just like everything's dude. Baby's a dude. My boyfriend's a dude. I'm a dude. Italians visit the European Congress. He's a little dude, right? Is that what the TO means? It means he's like Piquito. Piquito Bebo. Yeah.
Mi ŝatas viziti Japanion.
I like visiting Japan, and I absolutely would like to go back. A friend of mine is in Okinawa today, and I was like, oh, just touch everything for me. I miss it so much. The German comes from Germany. La Germano venas al Germanio.
La Germano venas el Germanio.
Germano. Yeah. I need to remember that the G without the hat is like a hard G, like G.
La Germano venas el
La
Germanio.
Germano venas el Germanio. I just totally read that as my girlfriend is Polish, and I was like, what? My girlfriend's Polish. Yeah, I guess for us, they're like, that's what I really like about Esperanto is you pick a word, like you pick a root word, and then you just add modifiers to it. Like, is it big or little? Are there many or small? You know, is it male or female? You just like add stuff on, or you just combine words and you just make words. And that makes it so much easier than trying to come up with a vocabulary for everything. Like in... Oh my god, a tiny little meatlet. Oh my god, that would be a great gamer tag. Tiny little meatlet.
Kanadanoj loĝas en Kanado.
Kanadanoj?
Kanadanoj loĝas en...
So many. This is like banana all over again. Kananandoj loĝas en Kanado. Canadians. Many Canadians, because we have the J here. Not like the German where it didn't have that. Canadians live in Canada. Bonan tagan. Thanks for coming by. It was nice to see you again. I saw your stream a little bit earlier today. Do you... Or I guess, are you American? Yeah, not do you. Because so this is still American, even though Miko would also be American. Who or what or what? What is try? I've never seen that. Oh, through. Okay. So through the continents, continental de Europa. Kiu voyages. So who is traveling or what is traveling? United Statesian, yeah. We definitely need a better word for that, because it just I live in the US, and when people are just like, oh, I'm American, I'm like, yeah, no, you're from the United States. You're not necessarily like indicative of all people on the northern and southern continent of America.
Hodiaŭ mi vizitas Nordamerikon.
Here we go, Nordamerican.
Hodiaŭ mi vizitas Nordamerikon.
Nordamerican. So this is today. Today I visit North America. I travel to Australia. Poor. Oh, here's poor, where you were talking about this earlier. So this is to or in order to or for. So pro is because of. Por is for. I can see why you thought that. So the earlier example, right, was thank you on behalf of the delicious meal, and I can see on here that you could say thank you for the delicious meal, and I think you're correct that it makes more sense. This makes more sense because you're saying thank you for the meal, whereas saying Dank en pro was more like I'm saying thank you on behalf of the meal because it can't speak for itself. And well, I'm insinuating that it can't speak for itself, but like I'm saying thank you on behalf of this, not thank you for giving it to me or like providing it for me. Por is forward looking and pro is backward looking. Yeah, because it's because of something. I can see that. Depending on your usage, but that's another just sometimes you have to think about things on multiple levels. So I travel to Australia for or in order to or to visit my parents. That sounds right? Okay, good. I think it makes sense. I think the bigger thing, I think pro and por are going to be easier. I think it's going to be more difficult for me to deal with pro and char. And so far, there's only been like one example of each. So I feel like that's a difficult concept that would probably benefit by more examples. Ĉu vi estas en Nordameriko? Are you in North America? Now, since I'm using north as an adjective there, I wonder if it necessarily needs to be capitalized.
Multaj usonanoj loĝas en Germanio.
Multaj usananoj?
Multaj usonanoj loĝas en Germanio.
Usananoj loĝas en Germano. Yes. Many Americans live in Germany. Many of my friends are stationed there and then never left because they loved it too much. Approximately, you say pro before a noun. So, okay. But you say char before a fact. Thanks for the meal because the meal isn't, yeah, because it's an object. So you're saying, whereas char would be like, thank you because you cooked for me? Yeah. Looking right as it popped up right as you were saying it. Hive mind. Yeah, because if you said mi dankas vin por, or I mean pro, it would be like, I'm thanking you on behalf of your cooking for me. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much. Italians and French are European. More common. I would imagine it's probably capitalized also just because, I mean, in context, it would make... at that point, it's a noun, right? You've combined it to make one noun. And I guess Esperanto is not really one of those where you're doing like, you're not writing like formal school reports or anything. It's mostly a social language for, you know, you're chatting or you're on Facebook and stuff like that. So it's not really too big of a deal. Capital letters is so 20. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, who even bothers anymore? Why even have a shift key unless you're using it to like run in a video game? Is Australia a continent? See, right, you were saying continents are capitalized, so I just immediately capitalized the word continent, like that makes any sense at all. They travel through Europe in order to go to the Congress. Or to go. Ili voyages tra Europa por ir a la Congreso. I feel like I was just making up a made-up language there. I was like speaking like double Dutch. Or what's that called? Where you do the double speak? Oh, I haven't thought about that in a long time. She is not traveling to North America. She ni voyages a North America. Where did you have a breakthrough? Is there an epiphany happening in the chat?
Ĉinio estas en Azio.
Chinio, is that China? Chinio estas en Azio.
Ĉinio estas en Azio.
Ooh, it is Azio. China is in Asia. In Russia, people speak Russian.
En Rusio homoj parolas la rusan.
En Rusio,
En Rusio homoj parolas la rusan.
homoj parolas la rusan. Ooh, Rusan. It's like Susan. In Russia, people speak Russian. So this would not be ULO because I would not be like, in Russia, dudes speak Russian. In English, so I'm doing X to do Y always involves por. So me, verbos, por, nouny. It does sound like old time. Oh my god, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all day now. It seems oddly formal sometimes, doesn't it? Like to say it that way, it seems like you could just be like, I couldn't I just be like, I'm fixing bike. And people would be like, all right, you fix bike.
Multaj ĉinoj loĝas en Afriko.
Multaj Chinoj loĝas en Afriko. Many Chinese live in Africa. Is that true? Well, I imagine that's true. Oh, I put lives. Whoops. Sophia. So Poland and Czech, huh? Sophia speaks Polish and Czech. La komencanto denove?
La komencanto denove parolas la italan.
Denove parolas la italan. La komencanto, the beginner, denove speaks Italian again. Ĉu vi loĝas en Pollando? En Eŭropo?
Ĉu vi loĝas en Pollando? En Eŭropo?
Ĉu vi loĝas en Pollando? En Eŭropo? D, nov, from plus new. from plus new. That's kind of like new and improved. Version 2.0. Do you live in Poland? Oops. In Europe. It makes me think of the prefix re in English, like to refresh something or to renew something.
Multaj poloj loĝas en Usono.
Many Poloj. Ah, Poles. I thought it would be Polish. Live in Usono. Fari to do, refari to redo. It's a prefix in EO. Oh, that makes things way easier, yeah? Re is a great prefix, it really is. Do you want to visit China again? So couldn't I here just say, "Ĉu vi volas reviziti Chinon?" So I can just put re in front of this visiti here, and then I can just get rid of denov completely. Is there a time when I would really need denov then? Well, I guess you're not always gonna. I guess it's just word choice, yeah. Options. La lingvo de Ĉeĥio?
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la
Ĉeĥio. Ĉeĥo. Ah, so snore words. De nove. Oh, yes, the E. Because I always think of like, I look at bone and I think bone. I need to pronounce the E at the end of words. You're correct. I like bringing it in, making a mental loop. All right. La lingvo de
Ĉeĥio
Ĉeĥio. I can't even make that. Ĉeĥio. Estas la Ĉeĥ.
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la ĉeĥa.
Ĉeĥa. Ĉeĥa. The language of I guess I can't say the Oh, because it's not the Czech people, it's like the Czech country. I knew you would say something. I was waiting for you to pop up. Deleted link my ass. If this link broke again. I hope he's so mad. Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking about that too. Like, is Czech Republic more appropriate? How to say ass? Yeah, I do that. Well, now I don't understand everything about. I think the Republic is kind of like. It's kind of like the United States of America. Like, yeah, of course we're united, and states, but I guess Czech. It's so. How would you even say that? Czechia. Czechia. Afriko kaj Azio estas grandaj kontinentoj.
Afriko kaj Azio estas grandaj kontinentoj.
They're big continents. Yeah, it is much shorter, yeah. Not as many keystrokes. Canada and Russia are big countries. Canada kai Rusio. estas grandaj landoj? Multaj ĉinoj loĝas en Afriko.
Multaj ĉinoj loĝas en Afriko.
Ĉinoj. I almost did the same thing again and put an S. Wouldn't it, I don't know, would it be the French Democratic at this point? Like, why even, I mean, unless you're, I don't know. It just all seems like the Dominican Republic, could just be the Dominican, couldn't it? I understand why though, like after revolutions, people want to like enforce their freedom through language and title, because words have a lot of power, but I don't know. Maybe it's just an indicator of change. Maybe it's like adding the prefix "re." It's like this country, but again.
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas la ĉeĥa.
La lingvo de Ĉeĥio estas ĉeĥa. The language, Czechia is Czech. Oh, I spelled it. Well, good. One more countries. Mi loĝas en Sudameriko. South America?
Mi loĝas en Sudameriko.
Sudameriko. Me. I live in South America. Argentino kai Chilio estas en Sudameriko. Chile? Argentina and Chile are in South America. They do accept Czechia on Duolingo. It was actually one of the suggestions, because I tried to write Czechs, but I guess that's more like people from the Czech Republic. Their people are in Brazil, right? Oh, their home is in Brazil. Multaj homoj loĝas en Mexico. Mexico, eh? Oh man, that is the best way to spell Mexico. I actually like it better. La flago de Hispanio estas ruĝa kaj flava. The flag of, is that Spain then, yeah? Spain is red and green. Ah, yellow. That's verde, right? Or, yeah, verde. Ooh, Mandarin I hear is hard. John Cena just learned Mandarin, actually. I saw him on the Ellen DeGeneres show talking about it.
Meksikanoj parolas la hispanan.
Mexicanoj parolas la hispanan. Mexicans speak Spanish. Sofia kaj mi vizitas Brazilon. Sophia and I visit Brazil. So you learned EO, or you learned Esperanto before you started to learn French and Spanish and all those? What is are you a native English speaker?
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerikon pli ol Nordamerikon.
Ŝi ŝatas Sudamerikon pli ol Nordamerikon. She likes South America more than North America. Much warmer down there. Oh, I wrote lives instead of likes. That was just a typo. That's on me. I did that. Native English, Spanish in school. I'm native English. I did a little bit of French in school. And then I've just picked up little bits and pieces of everything. I learned a little bit of Japanese when I was living there, but I've forgotten it all now. I picked up a little bit of Chamorro when I was in Guam, but I've lost all that. Anytime I visit a country, I try to speak a little bit of their language, even if the only thing I can learn is to apologize for not speaking their language. It's always worth it when you're traveling to show people that you are willing and trying to respect their culture. Canada and Mexico or in North America? Mi lernas paroli la hispanan en Argentino. I'm learning to speak Spanish in Argentina. Whoop. Yeah. At least pick up good morning, thank you. Learn to say hello, goodbye, please, and thank you. And one thing that I think people don't think about is learning to say after you, like you can go first, or like, because it, like in any culture, if you hold the door for somebody or you let them go in front of you in line or, you know, something like that, it's always a gesture of kindness to say, like, you know. And it's also great because if you're doing something, like you're at a, maybe like a bakery you're not familiar with in a different country or something like that, you can let somebody go ahead of you and then you can kind of follow their model, which makes it a little bit easier to let the locals go first and then follow their example. Little bits and pieces from living abroad, I guess. Canadians, U.S. citizens. So Canadians, U.S. citizens, and Mexicans. This is Mexicans. This is Mexico's and Mexicans. Le flago de Hispanio estas ruja kai flava. This is where I accidentally did. What did I do? I did red and green instead of red and yellow. Flava is yellow. Flava flav. The flag of Spain is red and yellow. Did you live in a Greek neighborhood here in America, or did you travel? Have you traveled much? She likes South America more than North America. This one I'm doing again because I typoed. Oh, lava is yellow, or larva. Larva is typically pretty yellow too. Yay! We still got 20 minutes. I think let's hit some animals, or at least go through these a little. So the suffix ID is offspring. So that should be really easy to remember because anything that's a dash ID is a kid, right? So if it's a cat ID, it's a cat kid. It's a kitten. Duo. Duo is the name given by Duolingo to its mascot, the green owl. It is not the word for owl in Esperanto. The word for owl is strigo. It showed a duck. Yeah, that helps too. I love Greek diners. They make some of the best spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know why, but they do. I guess it's because they know so much about, olive oil. And the food is delicious. I love Greek food. I love all food. I just love food. I love poor people food. I love like the things that immigrants bring to America. I love street food. I love cheap cuts of meat that I've had to braise all day. Delicious. Oh my god, Greek food trucks. Oh, delicious. See, now I'm on like animals and I'm just thinking about food. Well, I guess animals are food for me. The suffix in is female. So I thought the suffix ino was female. Does o at the end just indicate that it's a noun? Like, do all nouns end in O? Have I not picked up on that yet? Yes? Okay. So A is verbs, O is nouns, J is multiples. Or A is adjectives, yeah. A, S, or I is verbs, right? Yeah, AS as present tense. So you learned French, and the word for yellow in French is jaune, right? Which is isn't that the same as like when babies are colored yellow, they have jaundice? Coco. Oh, chickens. Coco estas malgranda besto. It is a small animal. Small animal. Besto. Yeah, jaundice, same Latin root for yellow. I think so. I love Latin. It's weird that, like, such a dead language has evolved into so many others, but so naturally died out on its own. The world's crazy, man. Chicken are small. I can't say animals. A chicken is a small animal. Chuporkoi. Porkoi. Chuporkoi manjas ovoin? Do pigs eat eggs? Yes. They definitely do. It's a bad word. When you want to say a really bad word, do you just yell chicken in Esperanto really loud instead? Is that kind of like the same as in English when people say fudge? Chivalo. Ooh, I like that. Chivalo, coco, ovo. Cocos havas ovos. Cocos havas ovoin. Oh, cocoin havas ovoin. Yeah. I got there. I made it. Mi vidas ŝian chevelon. Mi vidas ŝian chevelon. Ĉu vidas ĝin? Jesus Christ. I see her horse. Does she see it? CH, not SH. Chevalo. Mi vidas ŝian chevalon. Chevalon? Right? It's this, because this makes the SH, and then so I just want this to be the same sound. I want them to be like alliterative. No, alliterative is the same letter, not the same sound, right? It's the same sound. Hodiaŭ ni lernas la nomojn de bestoj. Now we learn the names of animals. Which is true. Oh, shit. Today instead of now. I should have known that. I just got carried away. What is an egg? Sophia sees a blue egg. Blat. Is it really just like, that just sounds like a, or it looks like a blat. Okay, let's see this. Chusacha Serchas Sejan Shirkan? Ooh. Chusacha Serchas Sejan. Yeah, holy shit, man. That's good. No, it's a good thing I didn't tag today's family friendly because I'm just cussing all over the place. I eat bread with eggs. You work with Ukrainians. You just hear it all the time, huh? Do they have many pigs? Which horse is that? This is which, right? La infanoj havas ĉevalojn.
La infanoj havas ĉevalojn.
The children have horses. I have no idea why these links are deleting. I don't have Nightbot on. It's not banned in Twitch. And I can't click it to undelete it, which is even weirder, because typically I can. Is chatbot on? Nope, chatbot's not on. They are showing on your end? But, oh, they're showing up for some people, huh? Yeah, I already went through Twitch and deleted it there, too. Bizarre. Let's try it. Of course it says I can't listen to it. It says my it says it doesn't support this kind of audio file, which I don't understand why. It's just a web browser. I'm gonna have to save it and look at it on I have to look at it on my laptop later. And then I'll have to repeat it over and over and over again, get it in my head so I can start to pronounce things correctly.
La muŝo estas insekto.
La muŝo. The fly is an insect. Insecto. La birdo flugas?
La birdo flugas pli rapide ol la insekto.
La birdo flugas pli rapide ol la insekto.
La birdo flugas pli rapide ol la insekto.
The bird flies slowly, right? No, wait. The bird flies faster than, because rapide, faster than the insect. I wonder. I can't get the. I have another browser on here, but the audio routes through something else so that the stream doesn't hear it. And I couldn't get it to work earlier, otherwise I would. Oh, I don't know what this word is. Bees work a lot. Abeloi? The chicken...
La koko vivas, ĉu?
the chicken lives? Chuni, right? Bird. Birdo. Chevaloi ne ŝatas muŝojn.
Ĉevaloj ne ŝatas muŝojn, ĉu ne?
Horses do not like flies, do they? Right? Horses do not like flies. Missing my shift button. Mi vidas abelon.
Mi vidas abelon en la floro.
Mi vidas abelon en la floro.
Mi vidas abelon en la floro.
I see a bee in the flower. Only one flower. I see a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Her cats. Shiai katoi manjas liain birdojn. Oh, her cats ate his birds. Oh, are eating his birds. Oh, that's even worse. They're seeing it. They're seeing it happen. Yes. La bluo birdo provas vivi lives. So, yes, the blue bird is trying to live. Man, this is a dark chapter. Isn't that are we at a veterinarian clinic? Birdoi musoi kai abelo flugas.
Birdoj, muŝoj kaj abeloj flugas.
Birdoi muŝoj kai abeloj flugas. Birds, flies, and bees fly. I'm doing well because I have a duck. Oh, that's most fabulous. That's a great one. I like the when I was doing the beta, they had the ones about ducks and pineapples. 'Cause one's ananaso, right? That's pineapple. And then isn't duck like ananas or something? Ananaso? Or anaso, and then ananaso is the other one? See, I can't even remember. Her cats are eating his birds. Whew. Okay, that's some animals. Man, we got a pretty decent way through this checkpoint. Ooh, duck and pineapple go really well together. They're delicious. We've gotten pretty far through here. I wonder, so I think next week we'll finish up animal. Maybe we'll go back through all of these, level these up through level 2. And I'm gonna, this week, my homework for myself is going to be to go through these. And I'd like to get them all to level 3 because I feel like I'm spending a lot of time going over the same things. Or like, the farther I get into it, I start making dumb mistakes where like I confuse V and me or Lee and or whatever. And it's like that's something I learned in like the super beginning, but since I haven't been using it enough, it's fading. So I need to be better about using it in practice. I would also like to contribute, I think, more on Reddit and in the Duolingo Esperanto learners group on Facebook because they were both great resources when I was learning, and I think I'd like to. I know there's other people learning, and I'd like to pay it forward. Maybe help talk to people through. Well, so I mean, like, I am only doing this once a week. I have done this before. when it was in beta, but I only made it to, I think I only made it to about food 2, and then I stopped because I don't think I've done any of these in my other account. I restarted a new account when I started doing this one. So, which by the way, you can also add me on here if you want to follow each other. Maybe then I'll maybe if I get a couple of people who are friends on here, then I'll actually have to start doing my daily goal because it'll be a competition. I can't lose my streak if other people are doing it. Chuck's great. Chuck's super great. He's also Chuck Smith is in that the Duolingo Esperanto learners group too, which is just a great place. Also, the Esperanto group on Reddit, the Duolingo group on Reddit, and I also like Learn New and Memorize. Yeah, he wrote most of the Duo course. Him and there was a girl whose name I can't remember. I keep wanting to call her like Rebecca or something like that, and it's blanking out completely, but she's also very, very helpful, and she's another admin of the Duolingo Esperanto group on Facebook too. But I think this is going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for joining me today and going through Esperanto, and thank you Gleb for your contributions on Reddit and on here, and for Wer and Jay Creed and Senes Perula and everybody who has come back multiple times. It's really nice to do this stream because I know that at least one person is almost always going to be here and keeping me company and talking Esperanto, and as you guys are chatting, you're using words that I haven't seen and you're using it in a more social way. So it's fun to see it, like to see Esperanto actually get used instead of just a static format like a pre-recorded video or forums like Facebook, you know what I mean, where it's like you're waiting for replies. It's cool to see it live, and I think it makes me better because I have to try to live translate, and there's a lot of times I want to just like skip over it and ignore it, but then I'm like, no, I can't. Okay, I have to sit and I have to try and actually think it through, and that's great for all my brain muscles. My Lanta, nobody's online today. I think I was trying to figure out if I should raid somebody, and there aren't any, usually Regran's on or a few other people who are Esperanto speakers, but it doesn't look like we have any today. So I'm going to just throw you guys on to I'm going to just go raid Prick Flare, who does, he's a video game streamer, and unfortunately, he doesn't speak any Esperanto, but he is a small streamer. So I like to try and give the spotlight to the people I can and try to shake up maybe what your followed channels are. But thank you again, everybody. Thank on. How do I say it? Gisla Revido? I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, see, I got it. Yeah. Or just, so you can just do Gisla. Is that kind of like an informal like bye? Look, learn it up to the last minute. Okay, that's all. Well, Gisla Revido.